everybody, it's Aaron here with Get Your Geek On with Robert as the ground control host at the, in ground control because I'm still in space after I've been thrown in quarantine for these last 2 weeks because Robert told me I had to. So
Correct.
I'm over here.
Launched you into space.
With 3 items, a cat, a microphone, and headphones. That was it.
Yep.
All I got.
Well, at some point you can eat the cat if you get hungry.
No, I love my cat. So terrible, dude. My poor cat. So, guys, we are here, and today's segment is what we call the Take My Money, which is right here. And Would You Rather? Where would you rather we pick a couple topics, and we'll go into that one in a minute. But Take My Money is just some geeky items that we've decided to find on the net that we think you might like and recommend to you. There's no sponsors here. There's nothing with it. So we get no money out of it. If you pick it, you pick it. If not, don't pick it. Don't care. I love it. Either way, I still love the item. Robert's been towing me with items all week. So I finally broke down and looked at something I really like. So I'm going to start with that one, and then we'll move on to Kristen's and Robert's. So everybody knows I'm a Halo nerd. I love Halo. I love Gears of War. I love Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. So this one is a Halo memorabilia. So it'll be right here. And what this is, it's really kind of a small niche if you know what you like about Halo. It's actually the data crystal that Cortana lives on throughout the whole series from Halo 1 through 4. It's the chip that John puts in the back of his helmet that she lives on, and he's able to communicate with her and everything. Although this one comes from more of the Halo 5, where Cortana is no longer alive, he thinks, and that she is dead. So it's actually an empty one. So there's nothing in this crystal. It's just the metal casing that holds it. And I think it's really freaking cool. It's really, really detailed. It's on Etsy. This guy really put a lot of detail and work into it to make it look like the one John is carrying in the trailers, which we're not going to talk about Halo 5 and why I hate Halo 5. But I think it's really, really accurate to what it's, what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that chip that John is holding because he misses Cortana. So I enjoy it. I think it's a really cool little keychain. So if you're a Halo fan, I think you might like this one.
Yeah, it's I don't really know much about Halo, but it's got a cool look to it. Yeah. Be a good geeky present for someone that you may know that's into Halo. They might appreciate it. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it. And I'm going to move to yours because yours just fits your personality so well. I'm like, this is, once you showed it to me, I saw it. I was like, this is Robert. Yep. And his will be right here. And It's a bookmark. Would you like to save your progress in Final Fantasy kind of look to it?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not even really a Final Fantasy guy. But I came across this and it's just kind of, it's cool. Like from a perspective of it's the geeky, save your progress type of thing, but then it crosses in with, being kind of a bookworm like I am. And so it's like, it's just a cool bookmark. It's like, would you like to save your progress? Yes or no. And cool little, geeky bookmark. It's only a few bucks. You pick it up on Etsy. And it just, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like I have a few geeky bookmarks out there that are kind of similar to this. And so, I definitely, I thought this was a cool little one. And again, this would be like, I know we're past Christmas at this point, but it's like kind of a cool, like little stocking stuffer kind of thing. It's just like, just a little bookmark for the geek in your life that also reads a lot.
Exactly. And that's why I like it. I was like, this is so you and your personality. I love it. So I like it. I think it's something I need to get one. Actually, we just picked up a couple comic books yesterday, me and Elena. So I may have to get some bookmarks because I want to get some books. I might go get books today. You don't know. Yeah. So the next one is right here, which is Kristen's.
Yeah.
And at first I didn't know what it was. Now I understand what it is. It's in a dry erase whiteboard refrigerator magnets that come basically to make an old school Game Boy.
Yeah.
I love it because you can turn any metal surface into a Game Boy at this point.
Yeah. It's cool. It's it's got the screen, which is where you actually use as the dry erase marker. Yeah. But then it's got all of the different magnets for, the D-pad, the buttons,
the start, the
all
select.
that stuff. And so, you can just turn your refrigerator, or if you've got a big giant freezer or anything like that, you can turn that into your
Game
Boy, and you can actually write on the screen. And so yeah, it was cool. I definitely I saw that and I was like, all right, that's cool. And you can see someone even like did that to their washing machine or their dryer. Like, so yeah, I mean, you can do it on any appliance if you want to.
And even with the metal surface. And I think it's cool, and again, it's a dry erase board, so you can leave notes on the screen part itself, right? Whatever you want. But yeah, I think it's such a cool little thing. Like looking at these pictures of like it on the refrigerator, it on the washer, dryer, whatever it is. I love it. I think it's really, really cool. And I might actually pick that one up. I don't know yet because I could use something like that. I might actually look at that one next to the lamp that someone tempted me with. Not saying names.
I don't know who that would be.
I don't know either. Some jerk, I'm sure. Some jerk. Who's a jerk?
I mean, we talked about it on the last segment, and I threw a Spider-Man lamp at you, and then I was like, oh, and I also came across a Halo lamp. Yes. So I had to send it to you.
I saw the Halo lamp, and I was like, oh, I hate you. So moving on to our next one, where this is what we call Would You Rather, and we basically give two options from something geeky like, and would you rather be X or Y or do X or Y kind of thing, and go from there. So of course, first of all, the items that we just mentioned are down below in the comments or in the description. So you click on the links if you want to go buy them. And let us know if there's anything geeky you saw out there that you want to say, like, hey, you should check this out, and we will. So on that note, on the first one that I pulled out, would you, Robert, rather have Battlecat from He-Man or Scooby-Doo? Those are your options.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, let me preface this by saying, growing up, I had dogs. Always been more of a dog person. Although there's a few cats that I've, either like my old roommate had a cat. I've had some cats that I've had some good encounters with, and that it's not like I hate cats or anything like that.
Yeah.
But no, I mean Scooby-Doo, 100%. Scooby-Doo is like he's so like laid back and chill, but also just terrified by everything. And so, yeah, this would be a dog who would totally just like want to hang out with you 100% of the time, always wants to be, next to you. And I mean, that's kind of why I love dogs, because they really want to just be with you all the time, and that companionship and everything. So, I'm not saying Battlecat isn't awesome, but no, I'm taking Scooby-Doo. He also sort of maybe talks. So
sort of, you might or may not understand it though, depending,
Roll.
It's like, what? Oh, did you say something? I have to go Battlecat. I love dogs, but I'm always a cat person, and I want to be able to say I'm riding into battle on a giant cat, because like that's all.
Yeah, I don't want a giant cat. Let me put that out there, because cats, they might constantly be plotting to murder you, and one that is that size that actually could.
But then who's going to feed him after he murders you?
I feel like Battlecat could take care of his own dietary needs.
Yeah, probably. But I'll make sure the doors are locked so he can't get out. So then it's like, you kill me, you're stuck in here. You'll die of starvation eventually.
Mm-hmm. But then if you go riding into battle, I mean, maybe after the battle, before you get home, he just kills you then.
No, because we're going to take home meat for him to eat. That's what we're going to do. He'll be okay. I'll make sure he's happy all the time. And then I'll just be like, we got to ride into battle now. Take out my sword. What's that COVID-19 tip? I'll have a sword in one hand and the head of my enemy in the other, so I don't touch my face. And then I'll be COVID protected, and Battlecat will be happy.
All I need for Scooby is Scooby snacks, and I'm good. So
yeah, but see, at least when an intruder comes into my place, he's dead. Intruder comes into your place, Scooby-Doo ran.
But alternatively, does Scooby-Doo eventually always end up winning? He does.
He does. After an elaborate scheme was created by Fred and Daphne and Velma to create a trap to catch him.
That's cool. So and we'll unmask someone at the end, and we'll have a fun 20-minute, romp. That's
a 10-minute chase scene where y'all just keep opening and closing different doors coming out of
correct.
Them. Oh, okay.
Sounds awesome. I'm super on board. I'll be like entering my pantry and exiting my bedroom. I don't know how it works. But
I don't know how I did this, guys. I was just trying to get some rice. I don't know how I ended up here. Oh God.
Yeah, don't worry about the physics in Scooby-Doo.
See, I couldn't do that. That would be driving me crazy. That's why I'll just take battlecat. So this one's up your alley, though. This one's
Okay.
straight up your alley.
We got number 2.
We're going to do number 2. Would you rather be a dwarf or an elf? I feel that's up your alley more.
Yeah, I mean, so they're obviously, it depends on like which fantasy realm you're living in.
I'll let you pick which one. I'll let you go from there.
Well, so I just say in general, I think I prefer to be probably an elf because dwarves, live underground most of the time. They're, miners and, they're, yes, they are warriors also, but I feel like, with elves in most of their iterations, it's like, maybe they live in a forest or they live, in, some kind of more the type environment that's not necessarily underground. They're more maybe musical or artsy rather than kind of gruff. And I that's where I feel like with dwarves they're mostly portrayed as that kind of like rough and ready kind of mentality, and I feel like I'm more elvish. So yeah. I'll be an elf. I don't necessarily think I want to have the immortality thing where you're like living for thousands of years. That sounds awful. Not that I have a death wish or anything, but I don't want to live that long. There's too much crap going on to live that long.
Well, see, here's the good thing, because I'm going to pick elf because I love elves. So I'll get to be around with you for thousands of years and bug you.
Okay. So I will be a dwarf now. I've already started growing the beard, so I'm already halfway there.
And you live underground now, so you never have to
we can be mortal enemies.
We got to keep count of how many enemies we kill together.
Yeah, they become friends over the course of those movies. They don't start off as friends. So we'll see.
Oh, but then I'll have to live on without you because I age so slow.
That's fine.
Oh. But yeah, I have to agree with you.
You can live with your battlecat.
Battlecat would be there. Oh my god, this would be awesome. I'll be battlecat with elf. That'd be awesome. But see, now he has to go with you because you're a dwarf. You're more his height. You would be able to ride him now.
No, thank you. I'll still hang out with Scooby-Doo.
You're gonna have Scooby-Doo coming with you everywhere. Scooby-Doo, we gotta go here. Here's some Scooby snacks while we mine this gold and crystals out.
Pretty much, yeah.
I like the elf stuff. Like, I kind of agree with you. Dwarves are always like in caves and underground. I don't think I could do that for too long. Like, there's an elf race, a sub race called the Drow who live underground, but I couldn't go. I wouldn't be one of those. I'd rather be like a wood elf or like a high elf, something like where I'm always out and about doing stuff. Archery. I love the archery side of it. Yep. And I love like they're always elegant and they're always like high class, kind of almost like borderline. The high elves always seem like stuck up almost. Like they
a little bit elitist.
Yeah, which I don't know if I'd want to be like that. I think I'd be more like if we're using Lord of the Rings, I'd be more like Orlando Bloom. I'd rather just go out there and shoot things with my arrow. Maybe shoot everybody.
You Legolas?
Yeah, that's what I think I would do. But yeah, I got to go with the elf on this one. I couldn't do dwarves.
No.
Would you do? What about a dragon? Would you pick a dragon?
Would I want to be a dragon?
Yeah. Would you ever pick a dragon? No.
What do you want to be a dragon for? They're loners. They live in caves. They hoard things. No.
And they breathe fire.
Yes.
You could become Godzilla.
No, thank you. He's also not a dragon, but.
Maybe. I don't know what he is.
He's a kaiju.
Oh, that's true, yeah. But see, you can maybe grow up to be one?
He has atomic breath, not fire. He doesn't breathe fire.
True. He's a nuclear weapon.
And also, he apparently is fighting a giant King Kong who is much larger than he's ever been before.
Someone was telling me yesterday I have to watch Skull Island to understand how big he is now.
Yeah, I mean, he is larger in that movie also than any previous portrayals, but it still feels like they still scaled him up a little bit
just so he could fight
Godzilla.
Yeah, just to do this fight.
Get this out of here.
Yeah. So, guys, that's our Would You Rather. What would you be? Would you rather be a dwarf or an elf? What would you? I'm kind of curious more on that one than the other for everybody. That kind of wraps up everything this week.
You want to solve mysteries or ride into battle? These are the questions.
These are questions. So let us
maybe
know.
maybe Scooby would introduce me to Shaggy and we would be best buds.
Maybe. But then you're a dwarf now. Now you're a dwarf though, because you switched sides on me.
Well, I mean, there's a good reason for that. I don't want to have to hang out with you for eternity. Jeez. Already bad enough to do it a couple hours a week.
Dang harsh. This is why I cry at night, guys. I cry. So, guys, let us know what you think below and what you would pick. And, of course, any topics you would want to hear, like anything that you think would be fun to talk about, let us know down below. For Aaron and Robert, this is Get Your Geek On. And stay geeky. And bye.
Bye.